Change the channel, and this is Spy Witness News, a show where I go over some news from over on spywitnessnews.org. UN panel says Israeli settlements are illegal. Oh man, we're there. Everything Israel does is illegal. Those turds in the Israeli government can do whatever they want. Always have. UN says that's illegal, Israel. Israel says so. They're the only country in the world to be able to get away with claiming their nuclear arsenal. They ain't even got to admit that they got anything. The mainstream media for decades had just brushed that off, as if that's just a given. And I'm like, man, come on, how in the world can countries point fingers and tell the rest of the world that they have to be open up to UN inspections and all that when Israel doesn't? Now notice how they just straight up flew jets into Syria also and bombed some convoy. No drones, just straight up piloted fighter jets, and then they're sitting there right now at this very moment going, so? I mean, worst anyone would do would be verbally, we condemn Israel's actions, and at that point, I have to say, so, what does that do? Absolutely nothing. But woe be it upon someone else if they crossed some of the big players' borders and did the same thing. The world would be shocked. How dare they? This was an act of war. Bomb them. The UN will flap their pie holes in support of bombing them as well, and all those countries that don't even listening to those turds that the UN have to say anyway held their word as though it's gold. Man, I'm telling you, it's hypocrisy at its finest. Now they say that Israel bombed a convoy of game-changing weapons to Hezbollah. And man, I'm telling you, Israel just couldn't wait any longer. They just had to bomb something. Whether or not they bombed, what's being said that they bombed or whatever, I know for a fact these cats are just poking and prodding, trying to instigate a response so that they can do some more bombing. Now, if Syria attacks them back, strikes back in any way, I don't believe that all those Al-Qaeda rebels are going to keep up their fight with Assad during an Israeli invasion. Also, I don't believe Israel would care whether they're bombing Assad or the rebels either. I mean, perhaps that's why Obama been kicking back on the issue. He knew if he waited long enough, Israel would do what Israel always does. And of course they're battling with the weapons we bought them on both sides. Proxy war at its finest. We provide our service to both sides of any conflict. This is the Berets doctrine all day long. But you got Russia in the mix too also now. Maybe that's why that Brzezinski doctrine's all up in there. Also, you got Iran who said any foreign attack on Syria will be considered as an attack on Iran. And they just released a statement like a minute ago that they will retaliate with Syria against Israel for the airstrike. Now, there ain't no telling, what the outcome of this is going to be, but you can guarantee all turds involved are plotting, planning, scheming, and scamming 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and they're making moves at all times. On the brighter side of the news, over 1,000 Green Berets signed a letter reasserting their oath to support and defend the Constitution by protecting the Second Amendment rights of the American citizens. Now, that's what I'm talking about. This is a good sign, people. A lot of people stepping up. Police, sheriffs, citizens, cities, and states. The mainstream media has been in overdrive trying to downplay the real voice of the people by saying these outlandish percentages of people who support gun bans when all I see is record-setting gun sales. People stepping up and saying, First, it's just plain stupidity in their reasoning. I mean, take a look at this. Really, people? That makes sense? Come on, man. Sick of the continuous talk about the Constitution being outdated, and we need to just get rid of the Second Amendment altogether. I bet someone's talking about it right at this very second. Man, and I'm telling you people, the beauty of our Constitution and Bill of Rights is that it gives us the tools to defend ourselves all the way around. And these turds just want to give that up? That mentality says a lot about these people, just as it says a lot about the honorable people in law enforcement, the citizens, and the military who are standing up more and more for these rights. And that's a good sign, people. Obama's job council disbands. So I guess everything is going okay? Come on, man. You would think that would be the group that you want to keep together unless everything's going okay. But it's not going okay. And we pay this turd to do that? I mean, man, it just cooks my can that these terrorists continue not to focus on getting this country back on its feet. They would rather flap their pie holes about things like this. No more solutions there than their Einstein economic policies. Ban the gun because of how it looks. Don't pay any attention to the economy. It's just stuck in low gear. Or now it's just pause for a minute. This has been Spy Witness News. If you haven't visited the site, check it out at spywitnessnews.org. I'm ChangeDaChannel. I'll catch y'all next time, and I'm out.